Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Michael Patmos. It is October 21st, 2025. Excuse me. And I'd like to do a little video today, further delving into the uh, nominee for the United States Surgeon General, Dr. Casey Means. I had posted a video and did a AI-based review of her credentials about a week or two ago, and I thought that it was pretty interesting what I was able to uncover. But just yesterday, Dr. David Gorski, who is really a very highly qualified, outstanding surgical oncologist, did a really great article today on science based medicine, a really thorough evaluation of Dr. Means that I think adds a lot to what I found and what I published. So between my article and his articles, I think you have everything you need to know about who Dr. Casey Means is and why she should not be the next United States Surgeon General. Um, there are three reasons. Number one, she is not a fully trained physician. Yes, she has an MD. She does have a license, but she never finished her residency. So she is not board certified or even board eligible. For those of you who are not physicians, you may not realize that you can be a doctor just having graduated medical school and having done 1 year of internship. That does not make you a truly qualified, employable, specialized physician. Unless you are board certified, you have to complete a residency program. Unless you're board certified, it's really hard to find a job. Most entities will not hire doctors who are not board certified. Not only is Dr. Means not board certified, she's not even board eligible because she didn't finish her training. She was in the final months of her residency training at OHSU in the ear, nose, and throat head and neck surgery residency, which is a very prestigious program. I was an adjunct faculty member at OHSU back from 2003 to 2005, and I know very well how elite that organization is. That's the Oregon Health Sciences University. Well, Dr. Means was a resident there and was just months from finishing her training when she abruptly left. To hear her tell the story, she left because she just didn't vibe with her anymore. She just wasn't into that kind of medicine. I just don't buy that. It really appears from Dr. Gorski's article that quotes her colleagues that she just couldn't handle the stress. It was just too much stress and anxiety for her. So rather than and which I can understand. I mean, head and neck surgery is really difficult. I did a head and neck surgery rotation as a medical student, and I can tell you, I would never do that specialty. That's a hard specialty. Basically, I did I think a 2 week rotation in head and neck surgery, and I remember vividly helping a head and neck surgeon do a radical neck dissection. In fact, it was just he and I. I was the first surgical assistant as a medical student, and the benefit of going to a brand new medical school without a lot of layers of residents and fellows to get in the way. So I vividly remember this surgery, and I couldn't believe that a head and neck surgeon can completely disassemble someone's neck and face and head and take out a cancer and then put it all back together again. You have to have nerves of steel and great surgical skill to be a head and neck surgeon. So it's really, I'm not slighting Dr. Means because she couldn't handle the intensity and it made her anxious to be in that specialty. But I just think it's odd that she quit just at the very end and said she just didn't like the whole thing anymore. That just doesn't pass the sniff test. I think there was another reason, and what I found was that her involvement with some companies that do some questionable things, like providing letters of medical necessity so that patients can have certain questionable devices covered as medically necessary under their flexible spending account and health savings account rules, like red light therapy and special running shoes and glucose monitors for people who are not diabetic, and vitamins and herbs and all sorts of funky things. That's what she was involved with. When she left her residency, she got involved with functional medicine and this company that was doing these letters of medical, and they're still out there doing this business. And over time, more and more things now can get slid into the FSA, HSA category, which are really not medically necessary. There's no such medically necessary thing as red light therapy. And the fact that that's now being covered as a medically necessary expense under these programs is crazy. And that's what she was involved with. So I think that really speaks to her integrity. And then the third reason is that she's involved with functional medicine. What the heck is functional medicine? Well, you hear about it all the time. Functional medicine is not a legitimate area of medicine. The American Board of Medical Specialties doesn't recognize any such discipline as functional medicine. So what is it? Well, it's basically a blend of common sense and nonsense. It's a lot like natural medicine. It talks about good sleep and good energy and good vibes and exercise and good lifestyle, and that's supposed to, prevent all these diseases. In fact, people in functional medicine think that this is the explanation for all disease. You just got to have a good energy, woo woo, good energy. Well, that's, functional medicine isn't real medicine. It's got some common sense elements to it, like exercise and healthy diet, but then it's got a lot of absolute nonsense associated with it as well. I think the biggest issue with functional medicine is that people who are in that world don't seem to understand pathogenesis of disease. Most diseases, let me say that one more time, 3 times. Most diseases are infectious diseases caused by viral infections, fungal infections, bacterial infections, parasitic infections. Around the world, most diseases are infectious diseases. When it comes to things like cancer, they like to point at lifestyle. The reality is most cancer is programmed into our genes through oncogenes and various mutant genes that are triggered as we age. Like Casey Means talks about her losing her mom, sorry she lost her mom, to pancreatic cancer, which she refers to as a preventable metabolic disease. No, pancreatic cancer is strongly linked to a variety of genetic defects. So she shouldn't be Surgeon General for 3 reasons. 1, she's not really trained. 2, she's got a questionable ethical background in her involvement with companies that provide these letters of medical necessity for things that are not medically necessary. And then thirdly, this involvement with this area of medicine that isn't even really legitimate. So I think she shouldn't be Surgeon General. I would really strongly recommend that you read below Dr. Gorski's article. It's really fantastic. Between the two of them, we've got all that we need to know about Dr. Casey Means. She should not be the next U.S. This is not the kind of doctor who should be, we should have the best of the best serving as Surgeon General, not someone who didn't even finish a residency program and is often some peripheral fringe area of medicine that's not even legitimate. That's not the kind of quality individual that should be Surgeon General of the United States. So, hope you found this interesting. I'm going to be talking about this tomorrow morning on my podcast for Pod TV, which will be uploaded to LinkedIn tomorrow morning. Thank you. Have a great day.